Hello everyone, welcome to this video tutorial where we'll learn another variant of your control statements using switch. So if you remember, the switch is a keyword. So normally, there are, as you can see, there are different variants. So you have to apply the different variants based on the scenario when you are writing your program. So as I have shown you, like sometimes it is better to use the logical operator than the nested if and else. Sometimes it's better to use the conditional operator instead of if else. Or sometimes you have to use the if else if construct. So that helps. Or sometimes the switch is also important. So normally the general structure of the switch is something like this. So the switch, once you write the switch keyword, basically you evaluate one integer expression. Remember, this has to be an integer expression, okay? And then inside the switch, what happens? It's a switch case, and then you define the constant, and that means that if this integer expression is same as your case constant 1, then you do this, okay? So the integer expression is, if it is same as your constant 2, then you do this, okay? If it is same as your constant 3, then you do this. But default, if the integer expression does not match with constant 1, constant 2 or constant 3, then the default block will get executed, okay? But remember one thing, that this particular switch statement, each and every case comes with a break. So it's always better to use a break. So if you do not use break, then the switch condition, after the condition 1 is met, it will directly come into condition 2, and then it will directly come to condition 3. But if you use break, then after executing the constant 1, that is the case 1, it will not come into case 2 or case 3 like this. It will just exit the switch. So that is the utility of the break statement. So in our next programming example, we'll see one demo of this particular switch statement. But just to show you one example here, that this is the example that you can think about using a switch. So let's say our I is 2, okay, integer variable I is 2. So I have written switch I. Now case 1. So what does it mean is, case 1 means, is the value of I is equal to 1. So if the condition is true, so then it will come over here, then it will print I am case 1. Since the value of I is 2, so this condition is true, right? So then it will come into this over here, and it will print over here, and it will break the switch statement. So it will come outside of the switch statement. So that is why you see the output of the program is I am in case 2, because I is 2. If I is 3, so of course this particular case will be executed. So this I am in case 3, this will get printed. And if the value of I is not 1 or 2 or 3, then it will come to the default block, where it will execute the statements inside the default block. And see, remember one thing, that inside the default block you don't have to write the break, because this is the end of the switch, of course. So there is no point writing break over here, okay? Thank you for watching this video.